coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South, between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Tiny Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Leonard now off the play action. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Azeez Al-Shaair has it. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh, baby. This stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd. Especially as a quarterback, it's your job to quiet that home crowd. But an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Shoots away from one. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. There's the hurry up here. From the red zone on first. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's got a nice goal to go here as he goes out of the 8-yard line.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And they send it straight ahead, but the punt stops him after a gain of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
And the shotgun to give to Mixon. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 3 yards. It's
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Going after it, off and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, DJ Giddens gets it. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
All at the 33 for first down. Leonard now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Throw intended for Tyler Warren. And it's going to be second down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Running in here with Giddens. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. As he's outshire that time on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and you've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Gould on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick 6. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
The tight end in motion now. On play action now, Leonard. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. On here with Giddens. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
First down, Colts.
From the red zone now. There's a screen for Giddens. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Out of the gun, it's Leonard. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Here he goes, third and long. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, and they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
On first down, they'll run. A lot of space ahead. And this play's going to come to an end of the 27. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's his running back. Continuing to move past the 45. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. He'll move the sticks after ripping off the gain of 28. One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. Our score, 14-0. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Running it after the penalty. It's a tempo. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Sending them on the dive. He's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know, when I backed up Peyton Manning for a couple years, he loved to know a team's tendencies, and then he wanted to bust them, and that's exactly what that play just did. Got some nice yardage, and it wouldn't be surprising to see that call used again in a similar spot.
This one falls incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Now, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Setting up the screen. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, stop it. It's been the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy who can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Gould on the return. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
All right. 18. What's that?
They'll run here on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
22-yard line.
Blitz coming first round. One for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
18. What's that?
To the air on third and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
Tommy Townsend in punt formation for the Texans.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now carried by Giddens. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that wrong the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Good gain out past the 30. Touchdown! Trujillo ends on the point after. And the Colts cut it to a field goal game.
14.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Puts everything he has under this one. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
And the Texans first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. This is Giddens. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Giddens. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Dumps it off to his running back. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
1st down, play action. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield.
If this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap to Leonard. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrives as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And this one is launched downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jalen Smith has the INT. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Ball is caught. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. Has some room to work. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead.
14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work. And reset those chains.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how we draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Leonard. He put everything he had into this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. The Colts ready for the punt. Back to receive it, Tremon Smith. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on return. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here we go. From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but so would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's intercepted near the sideline. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
2nd and 3 now.
33-yard line.
To throw, here's Leonard. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts chop some of the lead off before the half. This is Trujillo trying to point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts cut the lead down to 10.
41. Colts 21.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Power squib kick is taken in. He stopped on the run back to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
On the quick, right? 18. Okay.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Try to throw on first down. Completed to his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. Right, man, he's in the clear. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. It's a 24-yard dash, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Tony.
Working inside the red zone. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time.
It is in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead.
Texans 38, Colts 21.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Ashton Doolin now to return. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10. On play action now, Leonard. Caught, nice game left side. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. In double coverage again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Even 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And they make the tackle at the 38. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, set.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And this drives him back at field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. In each starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Runner now. It's caught. Barner. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for Indianapolis, first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Line and set. Here we go, first down. Looking to throw. Leonard. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start the second half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your... Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it!
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel like the whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
All ready. 18. Okay.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
10 at the 40-yard line.
All ready.
First down, Stroud. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is second and 4. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Running down the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down.
In the red zone now. Looking underneath here to Mixon. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans taking the lead at the end of the third. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 18. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. All right, so the offense does its job, Rob. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This our last play of the quarter.
This way. Swap. Another swap. Good.
A give now from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Texans have fought their way to a strong lead, and they've got the football. Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's his running back. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that. No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Finds the in route, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
They go play action with Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You know, Ken, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
All right.
To the air, Stroud. It's inside the 10. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback.
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans have likely locked up the win right there. Going after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans push their lead to 18.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancy to return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. Hand off now from the gun. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Justin Simmons. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
His unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. And this run is going to push it inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And he will get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Oh, wow, and he mishit that one. The unfortunate mistake giving them excellent field position. Shotgun snap to Leonard. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Right side quick pass complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be first down, Colts. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, it's Leonard. Varner's got it. It's complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Colts trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, it's Leonard. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They are throwing it again. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A gain of 7.
Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision.
Kneel the ball, bro. Kneel the ball, man.
Too many times, there can be more interceptions.
The throw, Leonard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's going to add some distance on this upcoming third down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Desperation time here on fourth. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feeder inbounds too. What a play to beat the defense on fourth down. It's 23 yards and a first.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst.
And they pick him off again. That's Justin Simmons. He's off to the races. The 30. And the Texans take over as he records the 40th interception of his career.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 118.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.